Ladies and gentlemen, February is here and this month is absolutely stacked for the Switch 2. Like January was pretty strong, all things considered, but February is a massive month for Switch 2 releases, and in this video I'm going to tell you every game you don't want to miss this month, so let's go and get right into this video. So yeah, why the long face? What's the problem here? Wait, that was a wide face. Why the long face here? What is the problem? Is it because you don't have any games to play? Well, don't worry, because this month is absolutely freaking stacked, man. Heavy hitter after heavy hitter. So much that I have to figure out what games to buy because I don't have enough money to buy all the games that I want. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter so we can keep our communities growing, and let's go and get right into this one. So a game I am 100% picking up is Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, and this is releasing February 5th on the Switch and the Switch 2. Obviously, I'm going to be buying the Switch 2 edition here. I think it is a game key card for the physical, but I really don't care. I just want to be able to play this game. I am so excited for this. I love Dragon Quest. It is one of my favorite series ever. I never played Dragon Quest VII, which I think was originally like a PS1 or PS2 game, I think. And then I know it was on the 3DS as well, and I almost played it there, but I just never did. So now that I get to play this on my Switch 2, I am so freaking happy. And I think the original game, or at least the one on the 3DS, was like over 100 hours and just kept going and going. So I think they cut some of that stuff out of this, like some of the filler stuff, added a couple other things. I am in love with the art style. I purposely didn't check out the demo because I just want to be able to experience the whole game, but everybody who played the demo said it was fantastic. So this is a great way to start this month. Now the next words coming out of my mouth, I really can't even believe I'm saying, because there is a new CARMAGEDDON game coming out. Not only is it coming out, it's coming out for the Switch too. Like, did we jump into a time portal and glitch into a fourth dimension and then come back into somebody else's alternate reality? Because what is going on here? CARMAGEDDON Rogue Shift is releasing February 6th. CARMAGEDDON smashes back with a spin-off roguelite vehicular combat mayhem. You heard that correctly. Adapt, upgrade, and unleash destruction on post-apocalyptic zombie hordes. This game features a roguelite campaign where every run is a new branching map of events, shops, and bosses. 15 upgradable vehicles, full-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive tanks, buggies, and hot rods with dynamic visual damage. 13 weapon classes like shotguns, miniguns, missile racks, railguns, lasers, and more. Over 80 perks, dynamic weather, elite boss fights and events, permanent progression. So as weird as this one sounds, a car roguelite. If anybody's going to be able to pull this off, it's going to be CARMAGEDDON. So this might be one of those games you take a chance on. A really interesting game called CHROMAGUN 2 Die Hard is releasing February 12th. I'll be honest, I didn't know much about this one, but I've been doing a little bit of research. This game is heavily inspired by the Portal series, so that checks off a box right away. And the publishers of this are the same publishers as the YAKUZA Replayly series, so it seems like they have a high standard of quality. So yeah, this one looks really cool. Welcome to Chromatech, the universe's leading producer of the CHROMAGUN. Here at Chromatech, colors are magnets. Well, not exactly. Magnetoid chromatism, a physical property of the pan-dimensional realm. It's a bit more complex than that. In simple terms, walls attract objects of the same color. All kinds of objects, like large boxes or small boxes or medium boxes, or super safe friendly, decidedly non-murderous worker droids. So right away, just the graphics, the gameplay, the breakdown, it's really giving me Portal vibes. And if, Portal's not going to get new entries, well, somebody has to do this, so I will definitely be checking this one out. The biggest game coming from Nintendo this month is Mario Tennis Fever, and this is releasing February 12th, and I will definitely be checking this one out. Now, to be honest, I am a little cautious of Mario sports games because nothing during the Switch's generation really wowed me so much. Whenever I want to play a Mario sports game, I go back and play like the N64 or the GameCube version because there's just so much charm and actual content there, right? But I think Nintendo has listened to a little bit of feedback, or maybe just realized themselves like, hey, we could have did more. And Mario Tennis Fever is looking very promising. I really like how they've incorporated the Wonder Flower from Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And there's a bunch of courses, a bunch of characters. And if we're being honest here, the only reason I'm buying this game, like day one, is because baby Waluigi is in it. So this is one step closer, I feel like, to Waluigi getting his own official game somewhere down the line. But they are paying attention to him. He is not being left out. I think this game is really going to tell us a lot, like how much there is to do in it, how well polished it is, how much risk they took with it. This is going to tell us what we can expect from other Mario Sports games the rest of the Switch 2 season. So they really need to knock this one out of the park, or at least knock it out of the tennis court. Yeah, that was pretty cheesy. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one. We also have YAKUZA KIWAMI 3 and Dark Ties releasing the same day on February 12th. As far as I know, this is a from the ground up remake of YAKUZA KIWAMI 3. And then you're getting an additional game called Dark Ties that takes place during the same time frame of YAKUZA KIWAMI 3. Like, it's not DLC, it's its own game, but it's synonymous with KIWAMI 3. As far as I'm understanding of what I'm reading, that's what it sounds like. I don't know if I'll be picking this one up, at least not yet. I've only played YAKUZA KIWAMI 1 so far, and I have YAKUZA 0 Director's Cut behind me, like still in the plastic. I haven't even opened it yet, and I want to play all these games in order, so I need to play YAKUZA 0, then KIWAMI 2, and then eventually get to this. But I am so damn excited that YAKUZA games are on Nintendo consoles, because they feel like they were made for Nintendo consoles. It just feels like it always should have been like that, and unfortunately we didn't get a YAKUZA game to the tail end of the Switch's life. But better late than never. These games are looking and running amazing on the Switch 2, so I'm sure this one is going to be great for the people who pick it up. We have Ys X Proud Nordics coming out for the Nintendo Switch 2 on February 20th. Doing research for this, I didn't even know this game was on the Switch at all. Like, I know we had Ys 8, Ys Origins, a couple other Ys games on the Switch. I did not know we had Ys 10 at all on the Switch. Didn't even know it. So to me, it's like we're finally getting this game. Obviously, this is going to be an improvement over the Switch, but from what I was reading online, people are saying this is an improvement even over the PS5 version, and that's quite a claim. So if you've never played Ys games, I think you can just play any of them at any time. Like, they're kind of loosely connected, I think. If you're a fan of JRPGs and you've never played them, they are fantastic. This is something I will definitely be picking up at some point down the line. So a collection I am very excited for, very nostalgic for, is the Disney Afternoon Collection. This is releasing February 26th for the Switch 2 as well as the Switch, I believe. But I'll be picking this up on my Switch 2. What's really cool is if you pick this up physically, not only is it not a Game P card, you get a true physical, but they're including a lot of like stickers and little cards and extra cool stuff in that collection. So I'll definitely be doing that. And I think the physical collection is like $25 or something. It's very cheap. So yeah, I'll personally be picking this up. I grew up in Orlando. I love Disney stuff. I'm very nostalgic for it. I love the games. I like the new modern Disney games and even the classics like Lion King, Jungle Book, Aladdin, the ones that are insanely hard. I just like playing them. What's really cool is this collection was originally 6 games, but now they're including 2 more games, and that is 8 games you're getting for a super low price. Yeah, they're not the greatest games of all time, but there is some value there. There is some fun to be had. So this one right here is a super easy recommendation. And then on February 27th, which is the day before my birthday, which is probably the more important day to talk about, but we'll talk about the 27th for now. We're getting not 1, not 2, but 3 Resident Evil games. We're getting Resident Evil Requiem day 1 on the Switch 2, which is an insane feat in itself. Not only are we getting Resident Evil Requiem on the 27th, we're getting Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, I think with like a bunch of DLC, and then Resident Evil Village with a bunch of DLC as well. Now what's even cooler is you can buy a bundle called the Resident Evil Generation Pack, which is $90, and you will get all 3 games. So it's really cool we're getting these on the Switch 2, because the Switch 2 is showing its power right out the gate, and then there's rumors that all the other Resident Evil games like 4, 5, and 6 are coming here in a couple months as well. So if you're a Resident Evil fan, you are eating good. And then before we get out of here, I want to mention one more game, and that is REANIMAL. This game is releasing for the Switch 2 on February 13th. Now, there was a lot of hype behind this game. I don't know much about it. Just looks like an action horror game. Actually looks pretty scary. But there was a demo that came out, I think, in January. And for the people who played the demo, they were saying like the frame rates were bad and it wasn't optimized right. So that's why I can't recommend it yet. I've read a couple articles saying it is getting a day 1 patch, so maybe that will fix a lot of these problems. But if you are interested in this game, there is a demo, so I would go check out that demo, and then, you know, if you like it, maybe wishlist it, whatever. But personally, if I was going to pick this up, I would wait day 1 to see if it gets that day 1 patch and fixes a lot of these issues, because there was a lot of hype around this, and it just sucks to see them waste this opportunity, because they would have had a lot of sales on the Switch 2 probably if this comes out in like a playable state. And you have to keep in mind, there's going to be a Nintendo Direct, like a partner showcase, this Thursday. What other games are going to come out in February, right? Then there's another rumor that we're going to get a general direct, like a first party Nintendo direct in February as well. Kind of a weird rumor, but it could happen. And then there's a Pokemon presentation this month as well. So this is just what we know about so far. I think February is going to be a pretty stacked month. And then you have to remember, on top of that, February 28th is my birthday. What are we doing here? Probably the coolest day of the year, just saying. So in the comments below, I would love to hear from you guys. Just start a conversation down below. Let me know games you're picking up, any games I missed. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, truly, if you could do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe on the way out. It takes 2 seconds and helps out tremendously. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter so we can keep these communities growing. And if you could consider becoming a channel member, it is the ultimate way to support, and I would really appreciate it. And you guys know me, I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace.